Five secrets from a housekeeper's life that changed how I see home and myself. The hidden wisdom in cleaning rooms. For the better part of 3 decades, I was known by one simple title, the maid. I never took offense. It was the job, the role. But I've always known that being a housekeeper meant more than sweeping floors and scrubbing toilets. It meant seeing people, not just their furniture, not just their mess, but their lives up close. Most people don't realize this, but when you clean someone's home regularly, you start to learn them intimately, their habits, their secrets, their heartbreak, their joy. And in all those years, in all those homes, from penthouses to farmhouses, I picked up 5 secrets. Not just cleaning tricks, but real soul deep truths. Truths about life, about people, about the quiet ways we all try to cope. And today, I want to share them with you. Not because you need help folding laundry, but because maybe, just maybe, these secrets will help you see your own life in your own home in a gentler, kinder way. Secret one, clutter isn't laziness, it's unspoken pain. One of my earliest clients was a young woman, beautiful, wealthy, polished. From the outside, it looked like she had it all: a designer wardrobe, a shiny car, a son she adored. But her house, a disaster. Boys spilled across every room, dishes crusted in the sink, mail unopened, stacked like bricks by the front door. I used to judge silently. I'd think, with all that help, all that money, why can't she keep it clean? But then one day, as I was vacuuming the nursery, I saw her sitting on the floor in the hallway, clutching a photo frame, tears falling quietly down her face. I paused, unsure what to do. She looked up and whispered, "That was my sister. She died last year. I haven't had the strength to clean her room." Suddenly, everything made sense. The clutter wasn't from laziness, it was from pain. It was grief made visible, loss made physical. Since then, I've never seen clutter the same. I've learned that when someone's house is overflowing, it's not always because they're disorganized, it's often because they're overwhelmed. Maybe it's depression, maybe it's heartbreak, maybe they're simply too tired to care. So now when I enter a cluttered space, I slow down. I clean with compassion, not criticism, because I know I'm not just tidying objects, I'm tending to someone's untold story. Secret 2, the cleanest homes often hold the loneliest hearts. That you'd think that spotless homes belong to people who are on top of everything, right? Not always. I once worked for a retired colonel, a man of discipline, of sharp lines, and clean corners. His home was immaculate. Even his silverware drawer looked like it belonged in a showroom. Every time I came, I'd find the same setup: a table set for two, napkins folded, plates arranged, but I never saw a second person. One afternoon, as I was dusting, I finally asked gently, "Do you entertain often?" He smiled softly and said, "Not really. I just set the table the way my wife liked it. She passed 8 years ago." That moment hit me like a wave. This man wasn't maintaining cleanliness for vanity. He was doing it to keep her memory alive. He wasn't trying to impress anyone. He was simply trying to feel less alone. That's when I learned a clean home doesn't always mean a happy life. Sometimes it means someone is trying to fill the silence. Now, when I see a home that's too perfect, I look closer. And often I find a heart that's quietly aching. Secret, the bathroom never lies. Of all the rooms I clean, bathrooms are the most revealing. They show how someone treats themselves when no one is watching. I've seen bathrooms in $1 million homes that were borderline unsanitary. And I've seen tiny bathrooms in modest apartments that were spotless sanctuaries. There was one woman, newly divorced, mid 40s. Her living room was chaos, but her bathroom, candles, a fresh towel, a jar of lavender salts. She told me, "This is the only space I feel in control of." To understand, the bathroom is where we strip away the day, where we meet ourselves in the mirror, bare and real. And how we treat that space often mirrors how we're treating ourselves. Now, when I see a messy bathroom, I don't think gross. I think here is someone who's tired, who's maybe forgotten they're worth a clean space. And when I see a well kept one, I think here is someone who is trying to love themselves, even in the smallest way. Your bathroom isn't just where you brush your teeth, it's where you reclaim your peace, your dignity, to clean it not just for hygiene, but as an act of self respect. Secret for what we keep says more than what we throw away. I've helped people downsize, declutter, and donate. And through it all, I've come to believe this: we're not hoarding things, we're hoarding moments. That baby blanket you never got rid of. It's not the fabric, it's the memory of a sleepy infant in your arms. That old birthday card, it's not the paper, it's the love that came with it. I remember a sweet widow named Eleanor. She had an entire closet filled with her husband's clothes, unwashed, untouched, for over a decade. I just couldn't bring myself to open it, she told me one day. So we did it together, piece by piece, story by story. She'd hold up a tie and say, "He wore this to our son's wedding." Or a sweater and whisper, "This still smells like him." She didn't throw it all out. She kept what mattered. She let go of what didn't. But most importantly, she let go of the guilt she'd been carrying. That day, I learned that the things we hold on to often hold on to us. So if you have a drawer you're afraid to open, a box you can't bear to unpack, know this: you don't have to let go all at once. But one day you might need to, and it will be okay. Secret 5. A home isn't a showroom, it's a soul print. I've seen homes that looked like magazine spreads, pristine, styled, camera ready. But inside, the people were anxious, disconnected, exhausted from maintaining the illusion. Then I've seen homes with toys on the floor, mismatched furniture, and socks under the couch, and the people laughing, loving, alive. There's a woman I clean for named Maria, single mom, 3 kids. Her kitchen always has dishes, her floor is always sticky, but her house feels like love. One day, she told me, "I don't need perfect, I need joy." And I realized home isn't about what it looks like, it's about how it feels. We spend so much time trying to impress guests, to make our spaces Instagram worthy. But when was the last time we asked, "Do I feel good here?" Your home should be your soft place to land, not a place where you feel judged, even by yourself. So light that candle, leave the dishes for tomorrow, What's Your Feet app, and know that home is not a showroom. It's your soul's reflection, a life swept in quiet lessons. People always ask me, what's it like to clean other people's homes for a living? And I smile and say, it's not just cleaning, it's learning. Every house has taught me something about grief, about love, about resilience, about the quiet ways people survive when no one's watching. And in cleaning their homes, I've cleaned parts of myself too. Well, I've learned to be gentle, to listen more than I speak, to understand that the crumbs on the counter aren't just crumbs, they're evidence of a life being lived. I've learned that people don't need perfect homes. They need homes that hold them. So if you're feeling behind, if your sink is full, your couch is cluttered, your closet overwhelming, take a breath. You're not alone. Start with one corner, one drawer, one small act of love for yourself. Because home isn't just where we live, it's where we learn to forgive ourselves. And that's a lesson worth dusting off every day.